This is No Checkpoints with Antoine Pearman.
E3. Those two syllables carry years of history and respect. This is the trade show above all trade shows.
Y'all ready for E3?
Yeah! Crossroads where journalists, creators, innovators, and gamers come together to pull back the curtain of the future. I've been attending for almost a decade now. I've met a lot of those creators and innovators. But this year, one of them claims to have an HDMI cable that can filter content, and it makes it better, like having another graphics card the size of a stick of gum. His name is Amin. He's an entrepreneur from France and one of the realest guys ever. Oh, and he helped develop the technology. So not only does he know what he's talking about, he's kind of a genius. $720 to 4K? That can't be right. This is something I have to see for myself and meet the man behind the unbelievable mCable.
In France, south of France, I always say I was born happy. I swear it's true. I don't know where it comes from. Yeah, I came to Silicon Valley and looking for the American dream and actually to look for the best, right? And that's how we ended up, you know. Finding happiness inside you, you know, it's key, right? If you're happy, that's what it's going to take to be a successful entrepreneur, because you're going to be challenged. You're going to have a lot of difficulty building a company, building a business is not easy, as you know it. You know, and it takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of passion. You gotta love what you do, and so on. And I think, you know, you do what you're good at, and you do what you love, and it just happens. You know, life is a journey. Because of engineering, I was doing signal processing, and I love physics. I mean, I'm weird. I mean, I don't understand what's going on with me. I love sales, I love the human touch, I love the people, I love to interact, I love to help, I love to be good, the brotherhood, everything you want. This is, you know, I care, right? This is me. Physics is deep in me, understanding physics is, and I started in image processing, signal processing, mathematics, physics, and all this, and from an algorithm to building a chip, and then to surround myself with amazing people, with talented people, and to build what we built.
Did you find that it was difficult at times, like from where you started to get to the point where you are now? Did you find, like, because most people, they feel like as many dream, they feel like there's many bumps in the road. They lose confidence in themselves and everything.
You know, it's you have to be crazy to, you know, like I don't know, you know, you're raising kids and you want to give that to your kids. You want to give that to, you know, you have to have something magic in you that drives you, right? Taking no is not, failure is not an option.
Yeah, I love it. I love the box. I love everything about
it. When you think about your goal and the thing you want to achieve, it's so far-fetched. It is crazy. Like you kind of lose yourself a little bit, but to achieve it makes you sane.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah. No. Exactly. It takes, you know, it's, and you know, every part of the journey you gotta enjoy it. It's gonna be difficult, but it's like, you know, it's like sport, right? We love to be in shape, right? It's hard, it's tough, but then it feels good. As long as you surround yourself, you attract people who can do what you cannot do, right? Who can be better than you, and you unleash them, and they can do this, and you're getting validation along the journey, then you're good, right? You know that you're not smoking some, you know, it's real. You always say success is around the corner, right? And I come from the city of Marseille, right? I come from south of France. Marseille is one of these amazing towns where, people get along, regardless your background, your religion. We don't care. We are human, right? There's this vibe of happiness of life in Marseille that is unique in France. Like in south of France, I don't know what it is, but in the air, people are happy. They're good. That's what I experience, right? And I used to say all the time, we had those big meetings, and I call everybody and I said, success is around the corner. And one day he printed a huge, picture, and there was a stadium in Marseille, is a circle stadium, right? So there's no corner, obviously. And he printed the stadium, and he wrote, success is around the corner. I mean, he's the only one who see the corner. The same way you filter water, what we do, we filter content. So the brilliant idea of Marseille is not only to do this amazing video processing, but put it into a commodity cable, right? An HDMI cable is a commodity. You should not spend more than, what, $30? An Amazon Basic will be good enough, right? So now what we've done is instead of having a $10,000 video processor, we literally put it inside a connector. So, I always say, you show to the people the moon, they get stuck on the finger, right? mCable is not the finger. Look at the bigger picture. It's not a cable. It just happened to be convenient to be, to be able to have it in a cable.
This is the height of technology. This is a good company, man. I think you guys are gonna like it.
So when you look at the young men who came from your background, the young men who dream but don't know they can achieve it, what would you say? Like, how would you inspire them to do and pursue?
I mean, sometimes I wish, it's like I start with happiness. Sometimes I wish I can just take it and bring it in, right? I'm serious, right? And, you gotta understand, I mean, no matter who you are, just do the best to be the best at what you can be, right? We all have something. We all have something unique in us, right? And keep it up and don't give up, don't, discipline, yourself, martial art, respect. I got lucky enough that when I was 6 years old, my dad managed to convince me to do judo, martial arts. So black belt, of course, brother. That's why I had an issue when you came in with your muscle, man. So come on, this guy is gonna fly or not? Yeah, no, but it's it's true. It takes discipline. It takes and trust, and you deal with money, you deal with people, you deal with and leadership, and So I think the attitude, right? Be good to people, respect. All this it sounds like cheap, it sounds like cliche, it's far to be. What fascinated me is this idea of, the visual experience, be able to experience the real world. Right, you see what we're doing right now, if we put it on the screen, it's not going to be this, right? So be able to recreate pixel, be able to enhance content, be able to make it more real than real, that's where we come from. So we started with video, and then you realize that the gamers, they deserve better pixel as well. And that's how we ended up doing cinema as well as gaming,
You are inspiration. Yes,
Thank you.
Your energy is infectious, and that's what people need.
I like that, man. I want to give it, man.
Yeah,
Take
exactly.
it.
That's
I'm serious.
Listen, that's what we need. I mean, you have like the concept of CEO. Everybody's like strict, everything.
They're constipated, man.
Yeah, constipated, and then you're like a breath of fresh air because you're sharing your story, but you're genuinely just happy. You're not smiling the smile.
You can't. You will break, right? That's the problem. That's why I think from a young age, do the best. Work on yourself, right? I went through difficulty. I went through, a tough time. I went through, but the flames gotta keep on.
As you can see, Amin is a firecracker with the energy of a teenager and the wisdom of an old man. It's no wonder he got this far.
Listen, it's a pleasure meeting you as well. And it doesn't get more real than this, man.
Oh, yeah.
And we never know where we're going to end up. We never know what's going to happen with the company. The bottom line, the journey goes on. I love what I do, you know, and we hope to inspire as many people as we can, and we hope to contribute to the society. I'm telling you, that's what drives me, you know.
I'm good. I'm so happy to hear that.
Thank you so much, bro.
All right, thank you.
I saw a lot of things at E3 this year. No mistake, what mCable can do is amazing. But even more amazing than the product is the man behind it. If it wasn't for Amin's relentless joy and perseverance, the innovation of Marseille would never been.